There is no one greater than Jesus Christ of Nazareth ever to exist on the face of this planet. I belong to that Jesus. I fear no one, and I fear nothing. Understand?
So, it's interesting, right? I see Sneeko over there in New York claiming New York for the Muslims. And I'm just like, oh man. It's like, whatever, it's one retard doing a retard thing. He's making money off it. Like a true capitalist that hates capitalism. Whatever. Is what it is. But still, you know, I've been reading Dune, right? And I gotta say, having watched the 80s movie since the fucking 80s, and having watched the new movies a lot of times now, I really love Dune. Sorry. And I got the Dune, like the first 3 books in a box set, and I'm like, I kind of want to read Dune. And I started reading it. Man, it took forever, because the first part of the book, it's not really all that interesting. There's not really a whole lot like new going on. There's some new things that are not in either of the movies. Most of it's stuff that's in the movies though. So it's kind of weird. It took me forever to kind of get into the book, but now that I'm into the book, oh, I'm zipping through it. It's so interesting. And the thing that I think is probably the most interesting parts of the book is that Paul can see possible futures. He's Doctor Strange, right? He's going through all 1 billion possible futures to find the one way that we can get, you know, past Thanos. Like, that's Paul in the fucking book. And at one point, you know, he drinks the, like, the refined water to life. It's crazy. And, like, it's like he just drank a big mouthful of LSD. And it describes it in the book that he's, like, on the top of, like, a ridge looking out at the ocean. And the ocean is all the possible futures. And he's just kind of looking at all of it at once, just seeing everything like, oh, this is crazy as fuck. And every time I see a video like that, that happens for me. I see all the possible futures. And I see, just like Paul, a knife's edge path to go through it. Everything else is darkness. Everything else is death and chaos and blood and awfulness. I don't like that. Because a knife's edge is very fucking thin. But I've said this to you guys before, dozens of times. This is every fucking video I make anymore. And, you know, I've been through this. This is the 1,000 years of darkness. We've been talking about 1,000 years of darkness since before Biden got fucking elected. I hope that the Lou Bega down there doesn't get this video well, I'm making money off it anyways. I forgot my freedoms here. Anyways. So, yeah. Every time this kind of shit happens, it's like all the possible futures open up to me. And it's not good. Like, no matter how you slice it, this shit's not good. This kind of stuff, man, like, we've never really truly been tested on our own land. We've never been invaded. I mean, barring the current invasion that we're kind of like so arrogant we're just allowing to happen, beyond that, we've never really been tested. Canada's never tried to take us over. Mexico hasn't really tried to take us over. Like, not in the traditional, we're landing troops and setting up fucking beachheads and we're moving inland. Like, we've never had that kind of shit happen before. It's happened everywhere else in the world. Except for America, Canada, and fucking Mexico. Everywhere else has had somebody come and fucking invade. And America, I mean, we've been invaded by the people that are now predominant here, you know, however you want to look at it. But nevertheless, we've never been tested in that sense. We've never actually had Red Dawn. We've made movies about it. It's very fun. But, like, we've never really, I don't think, taken it seriously. And now we've skipped an entire generation of warfare. We've never had that happen to us, probably never will, because we've moved into the new generation of warfare, where we just slowly filter people into your country until we can take political power, and then once we have political power, you're ours. We do whatever the fuck we want. Sharia law for everybody. Right? And Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, these are pieces of that puzzle coming together. You're starting to see the future spread out before you. 1,000 years of darkness. We've never really been tested in this way. And that's the 1,000 years of darkness, because I think we lose. Because we've never really been tested in this way. And half of the voting population is on their side. They want to be slaves. They want to give up. They want to be murdered. For the most arbitrary fucking reasons. Just cause. It's because you're not a Muslim. Fuck you. I look out over the vastness of the ocean of the future and I see all possibilities. And I don't like where this is going. I also, very much like Paul, in both the new movie and in the book, I see the jihad. I see the stars dripping in blood. And I want to do everything I possibly can to avoid that. Because I'm too old to fight. And I'm too young to die. And so are many of you. Some of you are young enough to fight. But this isn't going to be, oh, they've landed on our beaches and they're trying to set up fortifications. It isn't going to be that. It's the slow bleed. Everyone that gets murdered. All these fucking things. All the stabbings. Trucks of peace. Things of that nature. Thinning the weak ones. Thinning the hurt. I look out at the ocean of the future and I see all possibilities. And I don't like it. It's 1,000 years of darkness. This shit is concerning. Like, should we take Sneeko seriously? No. He's a dickhead. Like, that's it. He's just a dickhead. Like, that's the best thing he's ever going to do is what he's doing right now. Trying to aggressively, like, incite insurrection so that he can go, yeah, and still be thrown away with everybody else because he's not really a real Muslim. You know, he does crazy shit that he's not supposed to do. I'm sure. You know? But, hey, whatever. My religion doesn't begrudge a motherfucker a McRib. That's all I'm saying. Look. When it comes down to it, though, I see 1,000 years of darkness. I see something that's been done over and over and over again. I look at Iran, and I learn about Iran, and I see what Iran used to be, and I see what Iran is now. I mean, there have been some great Muslim societies, but nothing to the level of the United States of America, because we're Christian. Like, whether you believe or not, doesn't matter. We're Christian. Like, we still follow Christian law. Christian law is you get fucking, you're innocent until proven guilty. These sorts of things. Boiling it down to the individual. Saying, because we respect you as a living human being, we're going to give you some sort of process to try and trick us. You know? We're gonna be magnanimous. We're gonna be merciful. Very little mercy in some places. Love thy enemy. Pray for it. You don't get that in the Quran. Kill thy enemy. Fucking behead them. That's what you get. And I don't like that shit. That's a stifling of humanity. That's a dialing back. It's going back to the Stone Ages. I don't think a lot of people really realize what it really means, but a lot of people don't give a fuck to learn about anything. It is what it is. I look out at the ocean of the future, and I see a knife's edge path. I see that there is, out of 1,854,000,000 of all possible futures, there is one future wherein somebody listens to the Muslims about the Muslims. It sounds fucking crazy, isn't it? Call it a prophecy. It's a riddle. Solve it. I see one reality where one person listens to the Muslims about the Muslims. Listens to that man at that event, that seminar, that Q&A session, whatever the fuck it was, some Saudi Arabian dignitary or some shit like that. I don't remember exactly who he is. And he's like, look man, I'm going to say this in English so that y'all motherfuckers listen. Kick them out of your country. All these extremists, all these radicals, kick them out of your fucking country. Start with the imams. Kick out all the radical imams. Kick them out of your fucking country. So, you know, I don't give a shit where you go. You gotta get the fuck out of here. Kick them out of your country. That's what we did. And now we've got Dubai. You know what I mean? Now we're looking up. Now we've got some success. Now we have lessened our restrictions on fucking life, and we're doing better. There's still darkness. There's still bad fucking things going on, but shit's a lot better than it used to be. Just kick them out of your fucking country. That's what they told us. That's what the Muslims said. The Muslims said, hey, those crazy Muslims, kick them out of your country. That's what we did. Kick them out of your country. Be like us. Kick them out of your country. I see what we are on a knife's edge. I see one possible future wherein one person in high power listens to the Muslims about the Muslims and somehow figures out a way to make it fucking happen. Get rid of them, kick them out. Declare anybody that outs themselves publicly as an adversary of the United States, you are hereby no longer a member of the United States, and you can fucking go wherever you want. Get out. We will escort you to the fucking plane. We will stand there with you while you buy whatever ticket to wherever the fuck you want to go. And we will put you on a fucking plane, we'll wave goodbye, and then other people will make sure that you stay on the plane and get the fuck off the plane when you're there. We're going to seize all your assets, You can have one bag. Like, that's it, bitch. And get the fuck out. And guess what? Now we're going to look at your family. We're going to pay very close attention to them. They're on a watch list now because you came from your family. You see where you learned this. And the left will call us Nazis. So we aren't killing anybody. I don't want to kill anybody. Again, there's a knife's edge path through the 1,000 years of darkness where it builds and then kind of peters out. We're still at a building stage. The steam's still adding up. But I see all possible futures. And all I want to do is avoid the jihad. Because I've told you guys this before. Make no fucking mistake. This is a holy war. Like, Trump's trying to fight an economic war. He's trying to fight a whatever. He's trying to fight some sort of social economic thing over there. They're fighting a holy war. They're not doing this for the oil. The oil is leverage to them. The oil is just a wedge that they can shove into every crack that they can find. That's all that is. They don't fucking care. It's not the ends, it's the means. And they're fighting a holy war. And they're going to fight it like it's a holy war. And at some point, we either need to eject the opposition or jihad. I look out at the ocean of the future. I see all possibilities. And we are riding on a knife's edge. As far as I am concerned, there really is no other problem in our society beyond this, because believe me, when it really fucking comes to blows, nobody's going to give a shit about, oh, you're fucking trans. No, nobody's going to care. Nobody cares really now, but like the people who care overly much, they're not going to care anymore. They're going to have bigger fucking problems. Like, it's coming. The day of clarity is upon us. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. The day when all stupidities become irrelevant. Just like in Fight Club. The ability to learn to let that which does not matter truly slide. It's going to be an interesting day when we all come together and find out if we are all the warriors that our forebears were, or if we are all frogs in a pot saying to each other, is this water getting hotter?